Hi, I'm Paul Carl, Council Member at Large. I have been sharing some thoughts with Pastor Tim, and he's asked me if I'd be willing to share them with all of you. I have been reading Bishop Hazelwood's new book, Everyday Spirituality. In the book, he explains that things that we all do on a daily, weekly, monthly, annual basis are actually practicing spirituality. Chapter 12 is titled Question. And one of the questions she asked is, what form did Jesus use to communicate the most? I think that we would probably have jumped right to the front of our minds the parables or stories. But the answer is the most common form that Jesus used was a question. In the New Testament, Jesus asked 307 questions. The crowds that surrounded Jesus asked 183 questions. Jesus only answered 3 questions directly. If you want to know what those 3 questions are, well, you're going to have to find out for yourself by doing some reading. In Luke chapter 12, verse 25, Jesus asks, "Who among you by worrying can add a single day to his life?" Today's world, things have certainly changed around all of us. We all have worries. We all have questions. At a recent council meeting, I asked another council member, Judy Evans, I think we all know that she's a nurse with many years' experience, can anxiety and stress actually lower someone's immune system? And she confirmed that that is true, that it can. Being in a constant state of worry is only going to make things worse for all of us. It is important, though, to stay informed and updated with information. The council is using the CDC to get our information to help us decide when we can reopen the church, what we can and can't do within the church. I would recommend that each day when you watch your news and you get updated and informed, to then switch off the news and go to something else. Being constantly bombarded with bad news that's going to raise our stress levels, hear questions that can't be answered at this point in time, is not going to be helpful to any of us. I suggest you find something that you enjoy. So if it's watching a different show, members of our church have suggested The Good Place. It's a comedy. I've seen a number of the episodes and I do find it quite humorous. Or you could read a book that's of interest to you. I was skeptical at first when I started reading Bishop Hazelwood's Everyday Spirituality, but I have found it very interesting and rewarding. I personally have been going outside to get some fresh air. You can go for a walk, a jog, or a run, depends what you're capable of doing. I've also been doing some spring cleanup and yard work. I've actually tackled a few projects that I've been putting off because I just haven't had time to get around to doing them. I also would like to suggest that we all pick up the phone and call someone. We have members of the church that are in assisted living facilities and are basically sequestered. We have members who live alone or have trouble getting out and about. Give them a call. See if you can help them in any way. Just talk with them on the phone. But it's not just for members of our church. We all have friends. We all have neighbors who may need help or would appreciate a phone call. So just keep busy and try to be helpful. Have faith. Don't worry too much. Things will get better. Have a great day.